The death of archetypes, the end of waiting, and the emergence of the true self. If your system feels compressed, stripped, or unusually quiet, don't scroll. This episode is not motivation, it's orientation. Stay with me until the end. This is for those at the point of no return. The death of archetypes that once kept you alive. At this stage of awakening, individuation, and embodiment, something subtle yet irreversible begins to happen. Specific archetypal energies start to lose their function. This is not failure, this is not regression, this is not losing your spirituality. This is completion. For many empaths and highly sensitive beings, one of the most prominent archetypes to dissolve here is the eternal child, the part that held onto hope long after its original purpose had been fulfilled. Hope once saved you. Hope helped you endure. Hope allowed you to survive environments that would have otherwise broken you. Hope gave you purpose, allowed you to give countless second chances. But when hope turns into toxic attachment, obligation, self-sacrifice and betrayal, self-depletion and destruction, meaningless routine, self-sacrifice without reciprocity, it quietly becomes a prison. Sensitivity without boundaries becomes a life sentence for crimes you did not commit, but felt responsible for simply because you felt more and convinced yourself of your boundless accountability. At this phase, the psyche recognizes that continuing to pour energy into these patterns risks depletion, collapse, or self-erasure. And so the system intervenes and deploys its fail-safe mechanism, not gently, decisively, and sometimes violently. Detachment is not a choice, it is a signal. Detachment arrives not because you gave up, but because completion is imminent. Energy begins to withdraw from places where it no longer belongs. Irritation appears, annoyance with everything arises. Even fleeting fantasies and dreams of disappearing, checking out, or withdrawing completely may surface. These are not signs of pathology. They are communications from the psyche, which knows exactly how to individuate, if only we stop interfering. The ego, sensing its limits, becomes restless, relentless, and one of its most sophisticated disguises and survival tactics emerge: spiritual ego. You may notice enacting spiritual theories without true embodiment, using spirituality to control, dominate, or feel superior, subtle comparison and competition disguised as awareness, bypassing unresolved shadow under the guise of transcendence. This becomes painfully obvious when you encounter beings who are more conscious than you. These encounters trigger either judgment or admiration. Both are mirrors. Both reveal where work remains. If you've been questioning yourself, your path, or your pace, pause. This isn't failure, this is stabilization. Drop a fire emoji in the comments if you recognize this phase. Share this with someone who feels in the in-between worlds. Save this, you'll need it again during integration. The limits of will, control, and ego. Here, a truth becomes undeniable. Willpower alone cannot take you further. You have reached the outer limits of egoic control. The limited ego finds itself out of its depths, ripe to finally be surrendered. The soul now demands a dwelling place, a structure free from interference, cognitive dissonance, distortions, separation, inner conflict, and outdated identity constructs. Trust becomes the axis of transformation. Not trust in beliefs, not trust in outcomes, but trust in your own divine intelligence, the psyche's innate knowing of the most direct path towards wholeness, not perfection. Collaboration, not force, becomes the strategy. This is why deep psychic cleaning begins. Shadow dredging, emotional purging, identity collapse, archetypal release, just like enabling works before construction. Shadow work, reclaiming the disowned self. Hidden potentials and unclaimed aspects of self now emerge through dreams, through projections, through encounters with more conscious beings. These mirrors show you what you once deemed impossible, unsafe, unworthy, or not you. This is the invitation to integrate. Qualities like hope, once sacred, may now feel toxic, outdated, counterproductive. They taught endurance, love, and compassion. Now they have run their course and must be released. Awakening was only the beginning. It was the controlled demolition of ego dominance. When you glimpse the giant within, your true self, you cannot unsee it. Spiritual escapism may tempt you here. Isolation, self-righteousness, withdrawal. Some get stuck here. Others choose conscious resolution and integration. You don't need more information. You need containment. The ebook, Energy is Everything, Using Science and Spirit to Master Your Vibrational Reality, is free for subscribers of Stillfire 1111. See link below. Use it as a companion, not a finish line. Stillness, safety, and the end of the search. For those who take the journey forward and move through, stillness, safety, and the end of the search. For those who take the journey forward and move through, stillness becomes natural. Gratitude infuses daily life. Peace finally finds a dwelling place within. The nervous system recognizes safety not as excitement, but as steadiness. As the system registers as stable and safe, the next phases of individuation deploy. The nervous system continues its upgrades and rewiring as the new timeline stabilizes as a response. The field supports order. Oscillations fade. The search stops. Arrival sips in quietly. You are no longer diverting energy to maintain masks, roles, obligations, or false identities. You left behind what no longer serves your evolution. You start feeling a strange expansiveness within. You feel lighter. You also regained your mental space and control over your emotions. You build self-trust and know you are exactly where you are meant to be. Nothing went wrong. There is no more leakage. You are being. Ego was never the enemy. Ego was the vessel that brought you here. But now, consciously and lovingly, you take it from here. The self begins to emerge. Old archetypal energies are transformed, transmuted, or released. Foundations stabilize. Only then does creation truly begin. From surviving to creating, your purpose evolves from seeking and teaching to become the space you once needed. Your being becomes your function. Your purpose to become who you came here to be is obvious. You are fully inhabiting your new timeline and owning and living as your true self. This is now the path. You are the path, the purpose that ends all searches. No convincing or justifying needed. No pushing, no forcing, no chasing. It was all here all along. Just presence. The end of waiting. A silent, irreversible shift. Another quiet death occurs here. The death of waiting. Waiting to be recognized, validated, chosen, seen, given permission, for the world to appreciate your outpouring and goodness. You stop asking, is it time yet? And without force, you expand. The contraction, squeeze phase did its job. Now you're expanding, clearer, steadier, more whole. You inhabit more of your life instead of thinking it away. This is not arrogance, this is awareness of your arrival. From vigilance to presence. Much of your energy was once spent scanning for threats, anticipating loss, catastrophizing, waiting for the other shoe to drop, thinking and explaining life instead of living it. This was adaptive intelligence. But here it dissolves. You no longer resonate with your old timeline, and it inevitably collapses. Even if you try, you can't stop it. Because self-trust stabilizes as you become quieter, more observant, more intuitive, and more aware. Stabilization could not happen in the midst of noise, chaos, and energetic oscillations. You live more often in the now, and in the now, it becomes clear. You are the path. The next step reveals itself as you walk. Trust replaces control. You know now. You made peace with reality, and you realize that whatever appears in your reality is meant to be there, and you will have the capacity and wisdom to meet it, to recognize patterns and resolve them. You reclaim your self-agency, stepping closer to sovereignty. Life is no longer something you prepare endlessly for. You participate in it fully and become its architect, not just navigator. Living instead of waiting. You stop delaying joy, truth, expression, and presence. You stop holding your breath for life to begin. You know the difference between comfort and alignment, and your body is letting you know through feelings of contraction or expansions you can no longer ignore, and you have learned to decipher. You feel pulled towards a certain direction, and your magnetism increases as your signal stabilizes, anchoring you in your new timeline. You live from this orientation, from this pull. I am here now. I am enough. I am worthy. I am whole. I am allowed to take up space now. I will meet what comes in the eternal now. This is rooted sovereignty, reached by regaining your freedom from long-standing bondage. True embodiment recognized. Signs are unmistakable. Less rumination, less vigilance, more immediacy, more aliveness, more quiet confidence. You are no longer waiting for life to approve of you. This is the alchemical process of turning lead into gold, lower consciousness into higher consciousness, small self into true self. You are living more fearless, unapologetically more human, more divine, and life responds. Welcome to your new adventure, your new timeline, your new life. We don't rush breakthroughs here. we stabilize them. Subscribe to Stillfire 1111. Like, share, and comment to strengthen the field. Comment, I choose stabilization. The fire rises, the frequency calls Stillfire 1111. Enter at your own shift. And don't forget to check out the companion practice protocol for integration and reclamation in the description below. Don't forget also to download your ebook free for subscribers of Stillfire 1111, Energy is Everything, using science and spirit to master vibrational reality. Also available on Amazon.